So this is my final project for my Thesis 1 class, and my project is, well, I deemed it the Metaverse Experience. So it's essentially a 3D game concept that's used by a retailer for brand interaction with their customers. So it's not a traditional video game, it's a shared open world that users can participate in and interact with the brand. So the brand I chose for mine was the Minnesota Timberwolves, the NBA team, the professional basketball team in Minnesota. And so I built a 3D world that's basically downtown Minneapolis where the Timberwolves play. So you can see here, this is the Target Center, their home arena where they play basketball. And I can go and I can walk around. And as I walk around, I'm going to run into these spinning coins. So I've deemed these Timber tokens, and they are going to serve as the game's currency. You can see as I pick them up, that ticker up there in the top left-hand corner is going to increase. So it does keep track of the amount of coins I have. So I built a few unique spaces in this downtown city. So one is the Target Center. Another is this VIP lounge. So this is going to be a restricted area for the player. You can see on the sign right there, it says requires 100 tokens. And this is going to be the ultimate goal for the player to reach at the end of their exploration. So the idea is they can get into this lounge and they're rewarded with a sneak peek video of next year's jerseys. So it's something that a fan would want, a reason they would engage with their game. And so it'd be a kind of an encouraging reason for them to step into this virtual world, is so they can see that sneak preview. So these coins are scattered about downtown, and it's a pretty big open area. And I've really wanted to include that because in my research about existing metaverses, such as like Facebook Meta's Horizon or Roblox or the Sandbox, the key to all these successful metaverses was rewarding exploration. So the great thing they did is they had open spaces that characters could explore, and then they rewarded that exploration. So the reward in this case is these tokens. So as they explore, they get rewarded with tokens. So I've come over here to this point because I have this yellow beam in the sky that can pretty much be seen from anywhere on the map. So it kind of attracts the player to this point and lets them know there's something important over here. So I get over here and I see this a lot, and it's kind of covered in garbage, various sticks and boards, and kind of just an abandoned lot. So I'm going to go over by this yellow beacon, and there's a lady talking here. So if I walk up to her, it's going to say press E to interact at the bottom of the screen. So I can press E, and it's going to pop up this menu, this little blurb here, about the Timberwolves Charity Foundation. So this is a really important inclusion in the game because it says a lot about the Timberwolves organization, but it does so in a meaningful way. So you could just have an ad on a commercial or a TV show about the foundation, but being able to communicate these principles about the brand through a meaningful interaction in this 3D world has a bigger impact on the player. So it has a little blurb up here about what the charity does, what it's associated with. And then at the bottom it says, help the initiative by cleaning up this derelict lot and replacing with community basketball courts. And it says you may even earn some Timber tokens in the process. So I got a button here that says clean up the lot. And if I click it, I'm looking at this lot right here, and I can see all this trash disappears and these community courts pop up where it was. So I can go and I can walk around these courts, and it's fully interactable. And if I look here in the top left-hand corner of my screen, I had 13 tokens right before I talked to her, and now I have 33, so it did give me a 20 token reward for my action there. So the player gets rewarded for interacting with the charity, so then it has a good impression of this charity in their mind, through this gameplay. So I'm going to head back to the arena now, back to the Target Center. I'm going to look at the other main principle I found. So the first one was these open worlds and rewarding exploration through the use of coins. But the other key principle I found in my research was the encouraging of customization. So I found that when players feel like they can control the world and they have a hand in how it looks and how it feels, it's a much better experience for those involved, and they're more likely to spend more time in the virtual world. And so the arena allows just that. So if I walk up to the doors here, it's going to say press E to enter. I'm going to hit E, and I'm going to walk inside the arena. And I can look around here, and it does look a bit bland. So I just have some plain gray seats. I have kind of a boring basketball court that's just made of wood. But the cool thing is that the player can spice up the arena to their choosing. So if you see at the bottom of the screen, it says press Q to open the customizer. So if I hit Q, it's going to open up this menu with two different buttons, one that says seats and one that says courts. So I can click on the seats, and I have a few squares that popped up here. So I have a blue one and a black one on the left. So if I hit the blue, it's going to change all the seats to blue, and the black one's going to change them all to black. But you see there's a couple here that are not accessible. So they have locks on them saying I need more coins. So this one is if I have 40 coins, 50 coins, and then I eventually need 60 coins to get this last one. So it rewards the player based on how much exploring they did, how many coins they collected. So if I hit this back button here, it'll take me back to the seats and court option. And if I click on court, I'm going to get the same options here. So I have a couple courts that I've unlocked already by gathering my 33 coins, but I still have a couple ones locked that I need more coins. So I can click on any of these courts, and it's going to change the court right here, and I can see it, and I can walk on it and check out the design. There's also some tokens along the edges here that I can walk around and pick up. And if I want a better view of the court, I can even jump up into the stands and I can climb to the top of the staircase. The map does cut off at the top, but I can go up here and I can check out my arena and my court up here, change the options up here as well. So I do need some more coins to unlock these other options. So I won't waste a ton of time in this video collecting dozens and dozens of coin. I do have kind of a cheat code implanted just for demonstration purposes, so I am going to hit a key here to increase my coins a bit. And so if I go from 38, I'm going to hit this key a couple times just to increase them so we can see all these options. So I'm now at 68, which should be enough to unlock all the options on my customizer, so I'll hit Q. And now if I return to seats, now that I have 60 coins, I can see all the different seat color options. And I can go back and I should have all the court options as well. So I can click through and see all the different kinds of courts. And I can exit out of this menu. And I can check out my courts and my seats. So it gives the player a nice deal of customization. They have 5 different options for the seats, 5 different colors for the floor, and they can mix and match all they want. When they're through customizing, they can return to the city through any of these 4 exits by just walking the exit. It's going to say press E to exit, and that will take you back outside of the target center. So that will bring the player back up here, and they can continue to explore. And eventually, they can keep exploring until they reach the 100 coins needed to get into the VIP lounge. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boost my coins so we do have enough to see this experience. So I'm just going to go ahead and artificially boost this so I'm not wasting time walking around the city. So go 84, 94, 104, so I should have the coin limit to enter this space now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit E to enter. And what it's going to do, if you saw here on the side of the screen, it did pop up this trampoline right here. So I'm not actually going to enter the building going through the doors. It created this trampoline right here. And if I jump on this trampoline, it's going to bounce me to the top of this building where there is a VIP lounge. And we can see we have some VIP tables and drinks and couches set up here. And then on the big screen here is the official sneak peek at the Timberwolves jersey. So this is actually a video they used on their social media site advertising their new City Edition jerseys. So this would serve as the ultimate prize for the player if he or she collects 100 coins and makes their way up here. And so that's kind of beginning to end of this metaverse. There are lots of other spaces to explore and collect coins, but this is just kind of covering the main features of the game. The player can also jump down from here and return back to the ground level. But that's just the main features of the game, interacting with the charity, the customization features, the exploration features around the cities. We even have little kind of nuggets of customization throughout the city as a player explores. For example, this billboard is customized for jersey sales. So all the billboards around town and all the signage around town are actual image from the Timberwolves social media as well. So the more the player explores, the more they'll come across little hidden nuggets like that. But this is just kind of a look at the key features. Like I said, interaction with the foundation, customization, the arena, and then the ultimate prize here, which is the VIP lounge. So that's a look at my metaverse game and how it kind of encourages interaction with the brand and has these more meaningful, these more impactful interactions.